I was the first person to swim the entire length of the Amazon. Amazon is the longest river on the planet. It's 6,800 kilometers. It took me 66 days. The big problem is how to survive every day. With lots of piranhas, crocodiles, bull sharks, snakes, anacondas, lots of tropical diseases. I was told everywhere, Martin, don't try to do this because you're gonna die in 2 days. First, maybe 3 weeks, you were still pretty clear in your mind. Later, you're losing power. You cannot sleep so much. Maybe 2 hours per day and 12 hours per day in the water. Happy end. Nobody died.
Oh my god, dude. This fucking guy. So, if you don't know, I was in the military. I fucking, back earlier on in the Iraq War during the surge and shit like that, when things were pretty fucking crazy. I've been through some shit. We've had lots of newspaper articles written about us and an entire book written about our guys, and even General Petraeus, which I don't know if you know who he is, but he was the main general in charge at that time. He wrote a book, and he took out an entire chapter of just his book and dedicated it to us and what we did and what we went through, because it was that big of a deal at the time. So I've been through some shit, dude. It's called, if you read his book, it's called Blue Spaders in the Inferno, is the chapter. And the other book was called We Fought for Each Other, by Kelly Kennedy. And it was about she was embedded with our Charlie company, and I was Alpha company, but we were right next to each other in Baghdad. But anyway, I've been through some shit, bro. And I won't lie, I actually enjoy combat, right? I don't like getting blown up while driving down the road. That's very fucking different. I hate that. I fucking hate that. But I like shooting. I like firefights. I like kicking down doors. I love that shit. And I would gladly go back. I would gladly have a gunfight with not anybody, but 99.9% of the population. I feel very confident in my ability to beat them in a gunfight. But the Amazon, piranhas, crocodiles, anacondas, sharks. This motherfucker is nuts, dude. And 66 days in that water, dude. That's a no-go for me, dude. I'm gonna puss out, dude. I'm got fucking. If I had to get in the water, I would, you know. I mean, if they're like, all right, we have to cross the Amazon for this fucking mission or whatever, I'd be like, Raj, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be thrilled about it, but I'd do it. But, dude, I think I'd rather do pretty much anything in the world besides swim the fucking Amazon. I don't think most of us realize just the mindset you have to have, dude. Like, all right, I'm a fucking I don't like sharks, right? So here's my thing. When I have to explain it, I'm like 220 pounds. I'm in pretty good shape. I lift and stuff like that. I'm trained. I'm not scared of really anything. You know, I probably should be. I'm one of those idiot fucking men, you know, when they're like, 90% of men said that they could probably beat a lion. Like, I know it sounds fucking stupid. Okay, I probably couldn't beat a lion, but I am one of those idiots. I'm not really worried about a lion or a bear or, you know, anything like that. I know I would die, but I'm just not worried about it, right? At least I have a chance. And I'm not saying it's a good one, and I know it sounds stupid, but I'm on land. Maybe I can run. Maybe I can climb a fucking tree, you know. But water is one of those things. I'm not scared of water. I love swimming. I just can't fight anything in the water, right? You know what I mean? I can't punch, I can't grapple, I can't choke out a shark. You know, I know you're supposed to like poke it in the eyeball or whatever, or tap its nose down or whatever, or stick your fist in its gills or whatever, but bro, I'm still trying to swim as well. You know what I mean? To keep myself above water. So I just don't like fucking sharks, dude. They fuck with my mind, right? So like if I'm in an area that's supposed to have sharks, in the back of my mind, I always think shark, to a point where it's kind of ridiculous. I was in Greece one time, or in Crete, and we're out swimming, and I was married at the time, and I was with my wife's family, and I asked my brother-in-law, I was like, dude, there's not any sharks in here, is there? He's like, oh, he was German. He's like, oh, 9. He's like, they're over fucking, he's like, on the other side of the ocean, by Egypt, there's sharks, but not this side. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we're all like standing out in the ocean, because the water goes out forever. I mean, it goes like 100 yards in the sand. You can walk out there without getting in over your head. And so we're all like standing up there talking and stuff. And I realize I'm like furthest out in the ocean, so I've got my back to like the entire ocean, and we're sitting in a circle, and I'm talking to him. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if one of those sharks like swims over here from fucking Egypt, dude? Like, I'm not gonna die from some fucking shark, like after everything I've lived through. So I like put my goggles on, and I like just nonchalantly just like bloop my head under the water, and then I like swim around and like scan the entire ocean behind me and get back up. And I just like talk to everybody for like another 10 minutes, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I should probably check again. Put my fucking goggles back on, and I can go under, and I scan my surroundings and come back up. Like the whole hour we were out there, dude, I probably scanned the ocean looking 4 or 5 times just to make sure that one of these fuckers ain't sneaking up on me, dude. But that's what I mean. Like, if I was in the fucking Amazon trying to swim that river, dude, in my mind, I had just nonstop would be like, gotta check. You know what I mean? Like, fucking everywhere. And you can't see anything in that fucking water. Dude, I couldn't do it. This guy's got way bigger balls than I do, dude. Fuck that bullshit. I don't really mind smaller snakes, but bro, I don't like anacondas. I don't like fucking crocodiles. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do against a crocodile? You know what I mean? Piranhas. Jesus, dude. You know, negative, dude. I'm meant for fucking war and fighting land animals, but that shit ain't for me, dude.